Okay, students, today we're going to carry on the HPC 2 draw a model. Okay, please remember to finish doing your heuristics worksheet before you watch the video. Okay, let's look at the first question. Now, I'm going to highlight the keywords for reading, so just pay attention. Mrs. Tan has 236 egg tarts in total. This is a given total. She wants to give 8 egg tarts to each of her friends. Okay, this part I'm going to pause here for a while. Now, take note that this question, every friend has to receive exactly 8 egg tarts, okay? Not more, not less, but exactly 8, all right? So now the next part, what is the maximum number of friends she can give the egg tarts to? So if we look at this from a grouping concept point of view, let's say the first friend is like this, it's like a basket, okay? So he or she has 8. Okay, this is the first friend. It is the first friend. The second friend has another 8. The third friend has another 8, and then we carry on. Okay, so we can do this as long as we want, but it's going to take a lot of time if we actually write everything out. So the best way to do it is to actually do the working. So I'm going to draw the working line here, working column. Please use a ruler. But for me, I'm using freehand because it's a computer screen, so it's a bit hard. Okay, so we have to take 236 divided by 8 because we want to find how many groups of 8 there are. Okay, so I'm going to write down over here how many groups of 8 there are. Okay, so let's see. I can't put anything here for the first column. So let's look at the second column. Okay, 23. So what's the closest multiple of 8 to 23? Okay, have you thought of it yet? The answer is actually this 16. Okay, so it's 16. So you have to put 2 over here. Okay, 2 times 8 gives you 16. So 23 minus 16. Okay, you get 7. And then you're left with 76. Now, then of course over here, you put 9 minus 72. And you get 4. Okay? Okay. So over here, this is the remainder. Okay? Which is what is left over. And this is the quotient, which is the total number of groups. Okay, so we write this down. 236 divided by 8 gives you 29, remainder 4. Okay, so there are 29 complete groups of 8. What do I mean? Back to the first example, this is a complete group of 8, this is another group of 8. So there are 29 of such groups, and there are 4 remainder of 4 leftover. Okay, remember, leftover means remainder. So Mrs. Tan can give the egg tarts to a maximum of 29 friends. Okay, because she's not going to give 4 egg tarts to the 30th friend. That's not very nice. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now to question 7. Okay, Mrs. Lim has 149 lemons. She puts them into baskets of 8. Okay, so again, we've got to highlight the keywords. This is a given total, 149 lemons. Okay, she puts them into baskets of 9. Sorry, did I say 8 just now? Yeah, no, it's baskets of 9. Okay, again, it's a grouping concept. Okay, so probably this question is going to ask you how many baskets there are, or how many groups of 9 there are. Okay, so then the question is how many more lemons does she need to complete the last basket? Okay, so remember every basket needs 9. Okay, so let's look at this again, same thing. We can do this a long way. First basket, 9. Second basket, 9. And so forth. Okay, we could do this non-stop, but it's going to take a lot of effort. So we're just going to do the working method. Okay, I'm going to draw the working column. Please use ruler. So 149 divided by 9. Okay, we want to find out how many groups of 9 there are. Okay, so 149 divided by 9, you probably should get, okay, so this should be the answer. Again, this is the leftover or the remainder. Okay, this time I'll use, sorry, this is the leftover or the remainder. Okay, so 149 divided by 9, you get, and pay attention to what I'm saying now, you get 16 complete groups of 9. I repeat, you get 16 complete groups of 9 with 5 remainder. Okay, so there are 16 groups of 9 with 5 lemons left in the 17th basket. Okay, I'm going to pause here for also pay attention. So just look at my laser pointer. Now over here, when we took 149 lemons, the given total divided by 9, we want to group these 149 lemons into groups of 9, something like this over here. Okay, so we want to find out how many groups are there. Okay, so we look one group, two groups, and we keep counting until we have filled up baskets with 9 lemons. Okay, so there are 16 baskets that are full with 9 lemons in each basket, and there's a 17th basket, an additional basket, which I'm actually going to draw out for you now at the top. So maybe we dot dot dot, right? We dot dot dot, and then there is the, yeah, put the dot bigger to show that we have been listing out everything. Basket number 16, there are 9 lemons, and then basket 17, there are only 5 lemons. Okay, so this is the leftover. So you see, there are 16 complete groups of 9. See, 1, 2, until 16. And then there's 5 left over in the 17th basket. See, can you see here? So how many lemons does she need to make the last basket full? Well, the answer is, okay, 9 minus 5, which is 4 lemons. Okay, there are 4 more lemons. Okay, let me just touch this up a bit, make it look nicer. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's look at this question over here. Okay, the last question. Now, there were 9 cartons of eggs. Each carton contained 200 eggs. Okay, so this is a grouping concept where there are 9 groups of 200. Okay, this one I'll call it the part 1. I write it in red, the part 1 of the question. Now, Mrs. Danish sold 1,320 eggs and put the remaining eggs equally into trays of 8. Okay, remaining eggs equally. That means the leftovers will regroup into groups of 8. Okay, I call this sentence part 2 of the question. There are 2 parts to this question, so you got to solve it in 2 parts. Okay, so let's look at first part. Okay, there were 9 cartons of 200 eggs. Okay, so this is the first part. There are 9 groups of 200. So by using mental calculation, you should get 1,800 eggs. These are the total number. This is the total number of eggs. Okay, so that's for part 1. Now part 2, 1,800, you minus 1,320. Remember, this was sold, right? Okay, so this one, when you do your own working, what do you get? Okay, you will get a answer. I'm not going to do for you. Okay, so this is the remaining eggs. I'm just going to write this down. This is the remaining eggs. I'm not going to do this for you. You can do this yourself. And then finally, you take the answer in the box, the remaining, sorry about my handwriting, and then you divide it into groups of 8, and then you get your final answer. Okay, so this final box over here is the number of trays. Sorry. Okay, this final answer over here is the number of trays. Okay, so you can solve this yourself. Thank you.